Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are kicking off a little mini-series, and by mini-series I mean 2 videos, maybe more, I don't know, in kind of like uni tips for freshers from someone who has just graduated uni, so it's all fresh in my noggin. And today we are doing what to pack and what not to pack to take to university. So these are the must-haves and the do not bothers, in my opinion. Obviously, like, this is my opinion. So yeah, let's just get into it. I've got my little list. So I'm gonna try and do it like do and then don't sort of thing. But yeah, the first thing I've got that is essential is storage. Some form of storage boxes. I'm a big fan of like these baskets that, well, all mine are from Wilko's, but obviously Wilko's are going bust right now. So you can get them off Amazon, like literally anything like that, to shove under your bed, in your wardrobe, on top of your wardrobe, like just maximise the space you have, because a lot of time in uni accommodation, especially in your halls, you don't get a lot of space. So just maximise your storage opportunities. If you can get boxes that stack, even better, because sometimes these baskets, like, they're not so stackable. But if you get things with lids, or even like, oh, I really want one of these things from Amazon. I really want one. I wish I had them at uni, like just in your wardrobe, and they're just like drawers in your wardrobe. Oh, love it. Storage. Now, do not bother spending a bunch of money on stuff for the kitchen. Any communal area, do not bother getting expensive stuff if it's going to be in a communal area. If you can't look it up, don't bother spending a bunch of money on it. I know that sounds harsh, but things are going to get broken, things are going to get stolen, things are just going to go walkies, like, it's going to happen. People, like your flatmates, are going to have people over that you don't know. They might nick your mug. They might be drunk and take your spoon. Like, it's just kind of what happens in halls. And also, I'd say don't get like those sets where you get like 5 bowls, 5 big plates, 5 small plates, 5 mugs, and like 10 knives and forks. Like, don't bother with that. Like, especially the mug part. Like, just get 1 or 2 mugs. Like, how many people are you serving tea for? Like, are you having a mad tea party? Like, no, you're not. Like, just don't bother. And don't bother having like a bunch of glasses and things like that. Like, really, I only took 2 of everything. So I had 2 bowls, 2 small plates, 2 big plates, 2 glasses, and how many mugs did I take in first year? I think I only took 2 mugs in first year as well. I was good in first year. So when I got to like my second and third year, that I became a little hoarder and had a bunch of stuff. But yeah, and also with things like corkscrews, can openers, like anything like that, I personally would say you don't need your own. Like, what we did with my flat as well, we were like, once we found out where we were living, we made a group chat and stuff. And I remember one day I was going shopping for like uni, and I put in the group chat like, oh, does anyone already have a can opener? Like, should I get one and we can all just share it or whatever? And someone was like, oh, I've got a can opener, we can all just use it, like, it's fine. Because I mean, it's a can opener, it's not that big a deal. Like, things like that, or like scissors, like, it's not that big a deal. Like, but if you're going to use your flatmate's stuff, ask them first. Ask them first. And also, I was going to say, but then I changed my mind, but I've changed my mind again. The like really big, like 30-piece kitchen sets with like 3 frying pans of varying sizes and like 4 saucepans of varying sizes and like a wok, like a big wok and a little wok and things like that. Like, you don't need a wok. You do not need a wok. Like, this isn't MasterChef. Most nights you're going to be getting McDonald's and Domino's. Like, it's true. Like, it just is what it is. Or you're just going to be having crisps for dinner. Or toast. Or cereal. Because you're broke and you ain't bothered. So, like, you don't need to be MasterChefing it up with all, like, your kitchen stuff. You just, you don't. It's unnecessary. Like, it's unnecessary. Next up for a must-have, absolutely must-have, is fairy lights, or like nice lamps, or like, you know, you can get like LED like strips that go like on the ceiling. Make sure they're removable though, and they're not gonna like mark your ceiling, because they'll charge you for that. But yeah, like, there's gonna be so many nights where like you're gonna have movie nights with your flatmates or your course mates, or you're just gonna want to like chill and have late night chats, and like you don't want to do that with like the ugly fluorescent lights. Like, you just don't. So have some fairy lights, have some nice cozy vibes. I love the curtain lights. I got some from Primark. I don't know if they still sell them, but that's where I got my curtain fairy lights from. I think you could see them in my room tour. They obviously weren't on because I filmed during the day. But during my third year university room tour, you can see like I've got curtain lights, and they're from Primark and they're plug-in. I would recommend plug-in fairy lights. Just make sure they have like an auto switch off. Like when the temperature gets too high and stuff, they're automatically going to turn themselves off. Because the issue with battery fairy lights is that obviously as the batteries run out, they start to dim, and then you got to buy more batteries. But yeah, I had both, so. But yeah, just obviously be careful what plug-in ones you're buying. Next up, for what you do not need, is a blender. Don't be buying your Fruit Ninja. Don't be stealing your mum's Fruit Ninja. Like, I had a flatmate, he had a blender. He used it like 5 times to like make protein shake because he was trying to kid himself that he was a gym lad. Like, but yeah, you won't need it. You can buy pre-made protein shakes. Like, you don't really need to be making your own. But also you can get them and like shake them. Like, you don't need a blender. It's gonna annoy your flatmates as well, because if they're just in the kitchen trying to vibe and you just like suddenly turn on a blender, like, that's gonna be really annoying. So you don't need a blender. You don't. Next up, must have. This is such a must have, especially for my girlies, my long haired girlies. I don't know what it's called, but a hair drain catchy thingy. So this is the kind of like the one that I had in my first year at uni, because the plug for my shower, like, it dipped, so this like fit in it, and that would catch my hair. And then during my second and third year, the house we moved into, the plug was just flat, it didn't have the dip. And I kept meaning to, but I never did. But I kept meaning to buy one of these ones that you can then put on the flat plugs that does the same thing, catches your hair, and it just, because like, you're gonna have to clean this bathroom, guys. You're gonna have to clean this drain. You don't want your drain getting blocked. You don't want to like call out maintenance, be like, my drain's blocked, and they come and sort it, and it's like clogged because of your hair, because they might like charge you for it. I'm not saying they will, but they might. You never know. So it just makes life so much easier if you just can, after a shower, go whoop, and then all your hair just goes in the bin. Just so much more convenient. Shower related topic. Do not buy one of the like suction cup shower caddies, because it will fall off. And it will probably fall off in the dead of night whilst you're trying to sleep before your 9 AM lecture, and it will scare the crap out of you, and you'll think like you're under attack. Like, it is not the one. But instead, get a little like corner shower caddy that like just fits into like the little corner. I mean, if your shower's very, very small, like my first year shower was quite small, especially compared to the one I had in second and third year, but I still had a caddy and it was big enough. I mean, obviously I'm a small person, so I don't need that much room in the shower, but yeah, don't get one of the suction cuppy ones. Or like get an over the door one maybe that hangs over like the shower. But I had a shower curtain instead of a shower door in my first year en suite. So yeah, it just depends what the shower layout situation is. But yeah, don't get the suction cup ones, because they're always bad. They're never sticky. They're just never good. Okay, now a must have in my opinion is some sort of desk tidy. Like, even if it's just like a pot for your pens, or like some kind of thing to keep your documents in. Like, even if you're just keeping it nicely in a folder, like, you, especially when your room's small, like, you want to try your hardest not to let it be so cluttered. And if it's things like your stationery and stuff that like needs to be there, you just want to try and keep it nice. Like, I had quite a few desk tidies over my time at uni. I had one like this, and this is what I had in first year, and I kept it through like my second and third years. I really didn't need it though, because I mean, I was doing a performing arts course. I don't know who I was kidding with like all these desk tidies, but yeah, this is what I had. And then I had like sheet music and stuff that I wasn't using at that moment in the bottom drawer, and then the 2 smaller drawers I just used for storage, and then the 3 top drawers one of them had like normal size paper clips, the other one has like the big paper clips, and then the third one had bulldog clips, and that's just left over from like my A-levels, but I didn't need that at uni. But you might, like, it depends on your course, like it really does, and like your personal preferences. So this might be controversial, but I have seen other people say it, and I was like, that's actually a really good point, because especially for me, so I bought 3 of the books from the reading list, because when you first join uni they send you a bunch of books that they're like, you need to read. Let me tell you a little secret. You don't need to read all of them. You probably don't even need to read any of them. Like, I could have done my whole course without reading any of those books, without buying any of those books. Like, you don't need them. You don't. And especially because a lot of your uni, like, they might have them like in an online version. Like, I know my uni had like the physical library, they also had like an online library where they had a bunch of PDFs of like different textbooks and things like that, so you might even be able to get it that way, and that's free rather than paying like £50 for it. So yeah, you don't need to be buying all the books on your reading list. Now next up I have written extension cable. So this is maybe situation dependent. A lot of uni rooms like tend to have like 3 or 4 plug sockets like dotted around. In my uni room I had like a plug socket like in my first year, like above the desk, one below the desk, and then I think one like somewhere else, like double plug sockets. But I wanted to like charge things in bed. Like I want to be able to sit in bed with my phone on charge and be able to like use it and like, you know, so I had an extension cable running like along the desk, and then it was just like here, because the way my desk was, it was like a big like L-shaped desk, and it like kind of formed the bedside table as well. So I was right next to my bed, but then the plug was like way over there. So I had the extension cable, and then I could have my phone charging next to my bed, because I'm lazy. Really. But yeah, you can do like online tours of your uni rooms. I think like most unis, if not all, offer this. And even if you can't like look at a video, you can like look at photos. Like they all have photos, and you'll be able to see where the plugs are and how many of them there are, like hopefully. I think before we started uni, actually, one of my flatmates who lives nearby, they let him go and like look at his room before move-in day. So I think maybe it might be worth like asking, if you live close to your uni, might be worth asking if you can go do that and just have a look round before move-in day, and then help your flatmates out and, you know, do a little video tour. But yeah, and then you'll be able to see where the plugs are and everything. So like that one is really dependent on your plug situation, but I just think it's good to have an extension cable. You never know. Now, this is my biggest tip, I think. I've said that about so many of them, but this is like me giving advice to myself. Don't overpack your clothes. You don't need to bring every single item of clothing from home. If you don't wear it at home, you're not going to wear it at uni. Only take what you wear. Like, and don't bother bringing like summer clothes, really. Like, oh, I mean, I say that now, like summer's suddenly decided to appear in September in the UK, so maybe that's controversial. But you don't need to be overpacking all your clothes. You don't need to bring every single night out dress that you own and every single pair of shoes and all the heels. You will not wear heels. I'm telling you right now, my girly pops, you won't. If you are one of those magical goddess queens that can wear heels for an entire night out, then like hats off to you. But like, you don't want to be wearing heels. Like, and then you don't be taking your shoes off in the SU. Like, that's grim. Like, in your student union bar, you don't want that. Any bar, you don't want that. So, I'd say just don't bring heels. That would be my advice. Just to save a bit of space. And also, heels can be quite heavy. But yeah, don't bring every single outfit you own. All the going out tops, all the going out dresses. Like, you don't need them. Just bring what you wear. Like, yeah, and prioritise comfy clothes. You might think you're going to be rocking up to your lectures every day looking fine AF. No, you're just not. You're going to be rocking up in trackies and a hoodie most days, wearing last night's makeup. Like, that's not me exposing myself. I never wore last night's makeup, just saying. I don't really wear makeup, but that's the vibe. Like, and you can always tell freshers when you're walking around campus, like in the first couple of weeks, you can tell who's a fresher because they're all like making an effort and stuff. No one cares what you wear to uni. Like, everyone's too tired, too broke, too stressed to care about your outfit. Just prioritise comfy clothes at uni. Okay, this one I feel like it's obvious, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Bring your own pillow. Because I didn't know this, but some unis apparently offer like to give you a pillow, or like say that like a pillow's included or things like that. And like same with like mattress protectors, they're like, it comes with a mattress protector. Bring your own. Don't use that pillow. Don't use that duvet. Don't use that mattress protector. If it came with the room, don't use it. If it came with the room, don't use it. If they're offering to give you stuff, don't use, put it in a cupboard, put it under the desk, put it anywhere but on your bed. Like, bring your own mattress protector. Even if you want to put it over the top of their mattress protector, do it, because then it'll make the bed cushier as well. Like, gives you extra protection, because you don't know when that mattress was new. You don't know how many people have slept on that bed. You don't know. You just don't know. Along the same vein, it's like, bring multiple duvet covers and like pillowcases and multiple blankets, because you need to be washing your bedding. I know some people will go the whole year and not change their sheets. That is minging, okay? You need to actually be changing your sheets. This is like science. Every 1 to 2 weeks. Like, 2 weeks should be the maximum that sheets stay on your bed before you wash them. You gotta be washing your sheets, guys. So you gotta bring extra, okay? And you know, like, people are clumsy, people might spill, like, whatever, so wash your sheets. Okay, so this is the last thing on my do not list, and then I've got a couple on my must have left. But don't bring an iron. All the mums are gonna be watching this like, what? You don't need it. I've not ironed my clothes in 3 years. That is a fact. Like, because no one gives a if your clothes are creased. No one cares apart from your mum. And your mum's not at uni, so, like, your mum's not there, your mum's not gonna know. Unless it's like really, really creased. Like, I remember in first year, I know some uni comms actually like supply an iron, ours didn't, but we all chipped in to buy an iron. I think I used it once. I think someone else used it like 3 times. Like, this is a hack that I've heard of recently, but I didn't know whilst I was at uni. I don't know how. But if you run the shower like high, you don't even have to be in the shower. But obviously if you are, just like help. It just, like, you know, conserve water, people. But if you're like running the shower and it's hot and it gets steamy in there, just have whatever's wrinkled hung on the back of your door and it like steams it. So like, you don't need an iron. Don't waste your money on one. Don't waste your precious packing space on an iron. Like, it's not necessary. Okay, now these are all now must-haves. So, washing basket. You gotta have somewhere to put your dirty washing. Don't just leave your dirty washing on the floor. Don't just leave your dirty washing on the back of the chair. Have a washing basket to put your dirty washing in. It doesn't have to be a washing basket even. You could have like a big bag for life as your washing basket. Like, and by washing basket I mean like this, not this. Because the thing with like this is, and like for me, I don't know if it's the same for other unis, I know it's not actually, but for me, I had to go outside of my accommodation block to then go into a different block, which is where the laundry facilities were. So if it was raining or whatever, if my washing was in this, it would go and get wet. So I would take it over in a bag for life and like hold it closed if it was raining. But yeah, I mean like a washing basket to like keep your dirty washing in. Next up is sliders or slippers of some kind. I suggest sliders, just because if you've got fluffy slippers and then you're wearing them outside, like if you're a smoker or whatever, or if you're like me and you had to go to a different building to do your washing, if you're wearing your nice fluffy slippers and it's raining or the ground's just wet in general, they're going to get ruined. So sliders I think are better just for all weather, and also you don't want to be walking in your kitchen barefoot. I can almost guarantee it. I can almost guarantee you don't want to be walking in any communal place barefoot. Like if you have shared facilities with like shared toilets, shared showers, you don't want to be walking in there barefoot. Like, I was very lucky to not get shared accommodation. Like I could not have hacked it in shared accommodation. Yeah, not shared accommodation, like shared facilities. I could not have hacked it. I don't know how people do it. Not for me. So this is something I didn't have in my first year, and I so wish I had. And like my friend has one, and she's telling me how she was telling me how good they are, and she was like, it's so good. So basically it's like, I don't know what they're actually called, but I call it a granny trolley. It's like what you see like the old nans walking down the street with, like one of these. And you kind of like see it, and if you see a young person with it, you're like, huh, she has a granny trolley. But it's actually like the hack of a lifetime. Because for us, where our accommodation was especially, it was like a 30-40 minute walk to Tesco. I think probably more like 30 to get to Tesco. Definitely like 50 on the way back when you're lugging all your shopping. But if you've got a granny trolley, it's just wheeling behind you, and apparently it's like the easiest thing to like get your shopping to and fro. I mean, if you're bringing your car, then you don't need to worry about that. Like in my second and third year, I had my car, so I didn't have to worry. But in first year, when you're like walking to and fro with your weekly shop, I think it will save your arms. I wish I had it. I wish I had it in first year. Next up, essential, an airer, or some people call it a clothes horse. One of these bad boys. Because not everything can go in the tumble dryer. You cannot tumble dry everything. Some things are not tumble dryer safe, people, okay? And if you're unsure, ask your mum or check the label. Or you can always check the label on things. As a general rule, workout gear, not for the tumble dryer. Hoodies, not for the tumble dryer. Anything fluffy is not for the tumble dryer, because it will get rid of like the fluffiness and it won't be as soft and things like that. And like if it's delicate or anything like that, it is not for the tumble dryer. So like I know it's big, like some of them can take up a lot of space. If you've not got a lot of space, you can get one of these, and like it hangs on your door. My friend had one in first year, she hung it over her ensuite door, so like not even like facing into the bathroom, so if she had the door closed, it wasn't even like in her way. So get an airer, guys, because you can't tumble dry everything. Some things can't go in the tumble dryer. Finally, I have earphones / earplugs. Things happen at uni. People meet other people and things happen. And you don't need to hear it. You don't want to be hearing it. So have some good headphones or some earplugs and just get on with your life. And also headphones, like walking to and from uni, if you're not walking with anyone or just like you're in the library, like you need a good pair of headphones. If you're like by yourself, me personally, if you're by yourself, listen to that music, especially like listen to some upbeat music. If you've got quite a walk to uni, like I had to walk like 35-40 minutes because I have little legs to get to my campus. So if I put like some upbeat music on, it makes me walk faster because you're like, ah! So, little hack for you. But yeah, that is everything I could think of for my uni packing essentials / don't bother list. If you can think of anything else, drop it in the comments down below. Help out fellow freshers. And yeah, if you are going to uni this year, I am so excited for you and I'm so jealous. Like, I know at the time when people say to you, oh, it's gonna be like, this is the best time of your life, and you're like, yeah, okay, whatever. But like, uni is like actually the best. You don't really appreciate it whilst you're in uni because you're stressed and you've got deadlines, you've got exams. But like, living with some of your best friends in the entire world, because like your uni friends become your family, like in such a beautiful way, and like living with those people and getting to see them like day in, day out, obviously if you're not having like a massive row, it's just like, it's the best thing ever. And you're gonna have so much fun, and I wish you all the luck, and I'm so jealous, and enjoy it while you can, because before you know it, you'll be like grandma over here, and you'll have graduated, and you'll have no more uni left to look forward to. So enjoy it. Let me know if this helped you. Give this video a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you in my next video. Bye.